Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. We have a fun unboxing today and it's one of, Chanel beauty line trendy item, and you probably know from the title of my video. But actually this is my first time buying something from the Chanel beauty online boutique. I've bought stuff from like Shoppers and like other Chanel beauty stores, like third party, but not directly from the website. So it's pretty exciting and it's actually a really good unboxing experience. I will show you guys exactly how I received the package and everything. So this is it is already open, but this is the package that it came from. It does have a zizzy, easy kind of open tab, which was really great. And I actually selected, I think you either have the option to choose their kind of box, which I have one. I can show you guys. They may have changed it over time. So this box, I actually got it as part of a YouTube giveaway. And, it's a very pretty classic paper box with a bow on it. But this time I selected, I think they also had a dust bag option, which I'm really happy with as well. I'll show you guys. So again, the box too, it has a easy open kind of rip of the box, which I think these designs are all really clever and very kind of thoughtful for the user or for the customers. So when you open the cardboard box, you have the word Chanel imprinted on the top flap. The only thing that I would say is you're not able to like close the box to its original state. So I guess if you are making a return or if you are hoping to keep the box for some other purpose, it doesn't really have a tape. I thought it would make sense to have like a tape closure at the top, but it doesn't have that. So when you open it, very beautiful. It actually comes with this beautiful 100% cotton dust bag, which I think is actually quite amazing because the material is actually quite nice. Like I would be comfortable putting like my bag inside. Like it would fit a nice small mini bag like this, like my mini Chanel mini, and it's actually really nice. I don't know if people would use it to substitute like real dust bags, but it definitely could work. Like if you use it for travel or something, this actually is a really good size dust bag. So I actually think that's a much better choice than this cardboard box, because I mean there isn't much use with this, right? And this dust bag actually does have a tag as well. So, and the tag is even in cotton material as well, which I think is really really beautiful, because generally speaking, they just come with like a plastic tag, which is less environmentally friendly. And I just find it a little bit more luxurious. I know I'm spending a lot of time talking about dust bags, which is funny. And the stitching on these dust bags are actually really, really well done as well. So anyway, I'm just really happy I decided to go with a dust bag option. The dust bag says offert par with compliment. Well, that's like with compliments of Chanel Beauty, and then do not for sale, and it says 100% cotton. So I think it's just a really cute little touch for their beauty line. And inside, of course, I selected samples, and this is also another cotton dust bag, which I think they've replaced from previous, which was more like a nylon material. This is 100% cotton and with the word Chanel imprinted at the bottom, which again, really nice option for you to use as a little like even like a makeup bag. Because I try to minimize as little things as I can when I'm going out with things. So I would put my like tiny little touch-up makeup stuff in here and then bring it out. I think that's a really good option. Instead of bringing a real, like, of course, something with a zipper would be more secure, but I think this could be a nice option. I pick these two, like I think a serum and a mascara sample. They're really cute packaged, but these are the ones I chose. And okay, now let's get on to the main stuff. So you guys might know, of course, right now, the collection of the makeup brushes and this limited edition mirror is really, really trendy and really hot online. It's actually a funny story. When I first learned about it, when I went on the website, all colors were available, brushes and mirrors, both. Like everything was available. But at the time, I was like, do I really want to buy it? I actually do have my mirror. I can compare to my classic line mirror. I don't use it very often. I leave it where my desk is and I kind of like use it to check myself before a meeting, before a virtual conference. But that's really all I do with it. Um, I mean, initially the intent is to bring it out in, like I do bring it occasionally, but later on I realize when I'm out, I never actually use it to check. If I do, I'm using my phone. I don't know if you're like me. So this is their classic line, come with the velvet dust bag, which is a bit dirty now, dusty now, like I said. And this is the classic one where you have the contrast logo on the black back for a frame, which is really pretty. So if you open it, there's no like magnetic or any kind of closure. Just this is how it is. Just a mirror, nothing super fancy, but it's a nice little mirror. There's one side that's magnifying and then one side that's just regular, like your true kind of zoom. And then this new one, let's compare with the mirror first. So, and then I'll show you guys the collection of brushes, which I think is really nice as well. So the mirror, let's open from this side. The mirror is completely sold out at this point online, but you know, I think occasionally they do restock. In terms of the felt cover, it's the same, except this one is older and dirtier, but it's essentially the exact same thing. Similar stitching, no difference there. I also initially had this box, but I may have lost it. I don't know where it is now. Might be in here, nope, not in there, but anyways. And then the inside, so as you can see, this is, I picked the Rouge Noir, red, kind of dark red burgundy color, which because obviously I'm inspired by my new burgundy mini bag, but then I realized this is actually a much darker red, which I think would look beautiful as a mini bag as well. But anyways, I like this color. I thought the black and red is very like classic together. I actually think it's still available online for on the Canadian website, the collection of brushes. This one has a very similar mechanism. To be honest, I think the black one has a better closure, kind of, it's smoother when you does the closure, but exact same thing inside, to be honest. So it's basically the older version or the classic version, and this one has no difference other than the color difference there. You see, so there's the more kind of evident logo here. And then, but depends on the base, like background color you choose. Some of the color would definitely stand out a lot more. And again, same thing, like your handprint will go over it in like in no time. So it's really not easy to keep it clean, to be honest. It's exact same thing with the black one. So if it's something that might bother you, you might want to think through it better before you make your purchase. But otherwise, it is very classic, very kind of Chanel, and it's a beauty, like it's a beautiful product to have in your collection, I think. I'm actually still debating whether I need both. Like I said, I barely used my first one, but I really bought this one just because I really wanted the set. So now this one, the big hype was the fact that it was a full leather case. Look at this beautiful case. So it is almost like a mini umbrella size. I was always so curious to see what's the size, because all the video I've seen, like it's kind of hard to gauge what's the size when you're holding it in hand like this. I have my mini to do a little comparison. So it will not fit into your Chanel mini bag, you see? Like it will, you could maybe try to squeeze into your regular mini, actually. The rectangular mini might work. I don't have the bag with me right now. But I think that might work. But again, do you really want to bring a kind of a round shaped silicone thing with you? Because it, you know, it's not easy to fit into mini bags these days, and it's a like a rigid shape, so it's not like it could be squeezed in any way. But it is fully leather and it's really kind of high quality. When you touch it, the zipper runs really well. So here is a zipper, runs really nicely. And then here are the beautiful brushes. I'll take them out to show you guys. So here is the shadow brush, eyeshadow brush. So we have beautiful design. This is actually really pretty. So you cover it and then you push it back in, which I think it's a smart design to keep your brush clean and for it to last long. So one side just has a little bit more volume. One is more flat and one is more rounded with a bit more volume. Similar mechanism for closure. And it says Chanel on one side, and then it says dual-ended eyeshadow brush. I mean, if you guys use cosmetic line or product from Chanel, this might be familiar for you, but it's new to me. I do use cosmetic brushes, but nothing from fancy line. I do have like Lancome and stuff, but that's essentially what I use. And here is another one. And this is the Fluid Powder Foundation one, which I think will work really well. It's very soft to the touch. Very beautiful. And this one is the last one. It's for the blush, which I think is very beautiful. Full volume. So it's true, like these are the ones that I normally use as well. And in fact, for foundations, I use a sponge instead of a brush. But I think this brush could go really well. So I do think these are like essential brushes that anybody would use for their when they're doing their makeup. So I think if you do use makeup brush in general, this is actually a really good investment because and of course the case also have the Chanel logo on it. Because the case is a 100% leather case, so even the inside and everything, there is the markings at the top here, just in case the fake ones come out, which I assume they might be. And then it does says body 100% called leather. The lining is not, so the lining is recycled. So this inside is PVC, or is it felt? I can't really. Oh, it's actually just felt, like kind of fabric, and then cannot be sold separately. But the outside is all leather. I picked this color because I actually don't like how the black zipper runs on those color ones. So on those really bright color like the pink and purple, the black leather line is very, very obvious, and I don't feel like it complements well to each other. Whereas I find the black and the red kind of doesn't match as much, doesn't contract as much. So I kind of like that. And the logo, it's a little bit more subtle as well on the burgundy color. And like I said, overall, and there's nothing on the bottom, overall just feels really kind of high quality. And nowadays, you know, even their, what is it, their card holders and anything basic goes for $500-600. I don't even know if you can get anything for $500-600 anymore. Probably around $600. So, you know, a full on leather Chanel made case is, you know, a good price for value when you think about it. Of course, not made in the same manufacturer or in the same way per se, and there's no hardware on this. There is the zipper with the little logo on it, which feels more like a copper probably or brass zipper. But, you know, it is depending on how you see it. I don't know if there are ways to convert this into anything else, like a little pouch or wearable piece. But like I said, if you're a true lover, like Chanel fan, I think this is a good investment. They are still available online in the burgundy color. In some other colors, you may have to pay a premium on the secondhand market for. But otherwise, you know, I think I would recommend it. I think it's, you know, okay. In terms of price point, it's actually acceptable. I may actually not keep the mirror just because I'm not sure if I'll make good use of it, because, you know, I barely use my classic one as is. But I do intend to keep the brush set, which is really, really beautiful. And then other than that, you have your papers for your returns and instructions and your receipt in there. So yeah, that's it. I just want to share the experience with you guys. I hope it was helpful. If you want to get one right now, go for it. And good luck in getting the one the color you like. Okay, thanks. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.